Hello, everyone. This is NDDC joining again for another React discussion for Amazing Digital Circus, episode 6.
Let's go.
Episode 6.
The American episode.
Yeah.
The American episode. I'll say again.
Oh, say, can you please?
Oh,
With the gun's holy flare.
Flame.
Takes a cold dead hand to decide to pull the trigger. Takes a cold dead heart, and as near as I can figure, with your cold dead aim, you're trying to prove your dick is bigger. But we know your chariot may not be swinging low.
my personal favorite, Digital Circus.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah! Come
Say the motherfucking thing.
All right, might as well go with the introductions now. I guess random meat order. Gator.
Let's go get
Hello
it.
there. This is the good middle gator here with a tactical new game coming. 1-5. Everything destroyed. All of you died. Everything dies. We restart the population. We start this world. We remove all the heretics and we make this pure.
What about the drill that pierces the heavens?
Mm-hmm.
No. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
Next up, Jen.
You know what? We're gonna flip the script. America. Motherfucking guns, a baseball, American Pie, America episode of Amazing Digital Circus. Anyway, I'm first and I'm last. I'm flipping the script up for you. I didn't expect that for you. What a twist, right? Well, I'm first and only forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Amen. Jen. How you expect that, huh? Like the Spanish Inquisition. Nobody expects that, right?
Yeah.
It's the Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody.
The Inquisition. What a show. The Inquisition.
We're in it. Shoot, I forgot the lyrics. Oh.
All right, then next up, Wolfgang.
Hello, everyone. I have an announcement that I was questioning whether I was going to say or not, but I've decided I'm going to say it. I'm making a song with Chemical. Stream it on all platforms when it comes out. I know that Yuki's definitely going to, considering Yuki listens to all of Chemical songs on loop. But can you please give us more views from someone who is not Yuki? Thank you very kindly for your time. And today, we have the America episode where, existential trauma and me relating to Ragatha scene, venting to Kinger a little bit too much, and Jax going from likable to unlikable again to a sympathetic character over and over again, so much so that it'll give you a fucking seizure. So sit back and relax.
A seizure or a whiplash, whatever comes first.
Whatever comes first, either or. It's,
You know what? I take that back. A Caesar? Did I just say Caesar? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Caesar salad.
A
Caesar salad.
A Caesar also implies something bad.
A Caesar salad.
But
A
that's more nice,
seizure.
though, than a
Whiplash. Or trust issues.
Exactly.
Ain't that
You get the whole buffet.
Oh my! What's for dessert, garçon?
Ragged the children.
And garçon, what is on this dessert of mental illness and existential crisis?
second and day.
Second and third.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like to be a dessert.
Yeah.
Dessert is nice. Dessert is real nice.
Ooh, nice.
All right, and then next up, second and day.
The sky is blue and all the leaves are green. The sun's as warm as a baked potato. I think I know precisely what I mean when I say it's a spadoinkle day as I sit here with my girl. She's my best friend in the world. We'll move along, set our goals high, with eyes full of hope as we aim for the sky is blue and all the leaves are green. My heart's as full as a baked potato. I think I know precisely what I mean when I say it's a spadoinkle day. When I say it's a happy, monkily, lucky, spadunkly day, lover.
Yes. Let's go.
I
Look at that.
At the when we were aiming.
No, wait,
at
my
the sky.
vocals get better.
Applause. Applause in the audience, Donald.
Applause in the audience.
When second is finished, the audience will applaud you. Come on, in the internet audience. I know you want to applaud, don't you?
I need to get.
Yeah.
Hold on, I have a friend
Time
named
bomb in
Austin
your
who has
seat.
a fucking sound machine, like a sound effect machine. I need to
Oh my
borrow
God,
that
yeah,
shit. I need to borrow his sound effect machine.
Yes. But anyway, second, yeah.
It's called Daylover.
Me?
Yes, my sound effect machine.
What did I do?
The gun
that-
sound effect.
Yeah, that's from childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daylover is an accomplished shooting champion, believe it or not.
I have my
Let's
own.
go.
And me, I've shot a gun like twice in my life, and I missed.
Oh.
No,
Oh.
he's
Well,
I
at least
shot,
you
I
shot.
shot one 2 times and I got
You
punched
won
in
the
chest.
biggest prize.
That's true.
shot one
I did
twice,
land that.
shot one twice.
Besides, I was always more of a sword obsessive kid than a gun obsessive kid.
Yeah.
Fair.
We got to
go.
try that one day
Progress.
too.
Yeah, I took a fencing class.
I shot a gun twice, and I shot a gun twice, and one of them was a rifle, and the kickback is no freaking joke.
Nope.
Oh no. I have a friend with a katana, like a literal katana. Like he's a British guy, and he showed his fucking katana on like a video call, and I was like,
I
how do you have that?
that me and Second are playing with sometimes.
That's
Oh,
true.
God.
We're gonna say
Oh,
slightly
wow.
longer than katana.
Yeah, and they're
Hey,
made
that's so
out of
cool.
Nice.
Segoi.
Yeah.
Ooh, Segoy name.
My Tai Chi teacher told me anyway that I can use weapons. I just have to do the form while using them. So,
But make
I-
sure they're not battle, but make sure they are safe.
right.
And I'm also specialized in knives. Hey.
Yeah, Daylover is a
Sick.
more badass weaponsmith than I am.
Yeah.
Let's
I
go.
can even make
Yay.
it myself.
Don't stay off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay off, or else you'll be a pincushion.
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah. I would have picked a more weapons heavy song, but I wanted to stay on that Trey Parker, Matt Stone kick we were on.
Let's go.
Fair.
You always just hum the
So moving on to my favorite episode. Although it does end on more of a sour note than I remember, but I mean, yeah, I think the character development, the crack comedic timing, the developments, the fun, the absolutely lovable moments, the absolute highlights reel of everybody in the cast having, if not their best, one of their best moments. I don't think you beat this one.
It's not Daylover.
Yeah, I really love it.
After
my second
rewatching
favorite
it, I was
episode.
like, yeah, there's some good fun stuff, and I understand why it's second's favorite. It's sadly still not mine.
Yeah, this episode really kind of brings to light about how should I put this? I like to say the context of this episode and the previous episode. was that a lot of people were genuinely down with Ragatha, as believing everything Jax was saying back in episode 5, only then for this episode to be like, it's kind of like, yeah, like Jax kind of reveals like his true face about like how he tries to deal with everything going on in the circus, seemingly trying to hold back any sort of emotional response or attachments at all to any of the residents right now.
It's his cope.
It's his cope. Absolute
Yeah.
It's
cope.
his go.
Like he still cared about like bonding with Gangle. It was like having some kind of a whatever he would call that with Gangle was like his. Yeah, okay, so I don't have nobody, and now with Pomni, but like his. You almost actually come to think of it, you almost understand why he preferred it with Gangle, because like she doesn't try to attach back, so he is on a wavelength he understands there, and when Pomni starts to try to, he gets scared when she hugs him.
Yeah.
He like literally throws her to the other side of the fucking room.
Shit. And first she tries not to take it too personally, just stay on the note they were on, but yeah, it becomes clear that he's gonna mess this up. But
He does.
Yeah, and then meanwhile for Ragatha,
sympathy for the mom friend. Maybe y'all need to have a little more of it.
yeah,
And
even
also, it
though like
almost
at the
caused him
beginning,
an abstraction.
illogical way of like trying to people please everyone and try to be the goodest person possible, and at the end still her selfish desires were not fulfilled and she's just like internally like suffering because of this. It's like, yeah, you have some selfish wants there, Ragatha. It might be better to actually act on them instead of always trying to act for the greater good, because
Yeah.
it's not really the greater good in this sort of type of scenario.
You know,
It's like-
actually, okay.
What do you mean? What do you mean, second? You can go ahead and say it.
I was like just gonna say, as a matter of fact, it's not unlike the effect that it has when Gangle manages to flip to full cheerful mode, and yeah, only to be told that she's annoying like that, and you can like tell how deep that cut that like in some ways she's thriving, but yeah, your happy mask is annoying that like I don't know about the rest of you, but I feel that it's any idea what it took for her to get to that, like
Yeah.
but yeah, it's kind of like Ragatha, like how much care and even like walking on eggshells she goes through to yeah, try to cater to people's feelings like that. And I mean, and yeah, like that, just like with Gangle's happy mask, there is a reason that people would say it's annoying or that it's a little too manufactured, but it's like that doesn't mean that they're not sincerely trying there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Ragatha. It's like I see honestly a lot of myself in her. And it still
Too,
feels wrong for
actually.
me to say I don't like that. It's like, but at the same time, I'm not saying I don't like her. Like a lot of people seem to like vehemently hated her and feel like she was like less than nothing in comparison to Jax being like, "Oh, we want this bad boy to turn good," and it's like this is like a good person who's actually somewhat bad, which the reverse seems to not really get much love in general populaces. It's just generally how it feels.
Yeah, there was like the biggest controversy was like, you know, Twitter is hell. That's the best way to describe it. Twitter is hell. What ended up happening was after the episode where like Ragatha finally stands up for herself, like the last episode we watched before this, instead of the internet being normal about this, at first there was people arguing over whose side they were on, either Ragatha's or Jax. And then later started slowly, gradually going into misogyny. And then that just got worse and worse and worse until eventually you now have the polarizing internet opinions of either, you know, supporting Jax in that episode means that you're a misogynist, or supporting Ragatha in that episode means you're a misandrist. So then that ended up becoming like a crazy debate that people just couldn't agree on. Until eventually Gooseworks got so tired that she just said, "This is a nuanced episode. Get over it."
Yeah, that's probably about right. Because if there's one thing we can count on the internet to be, it's mature and introspective.
True. Nothing can ever go wrong on Twitter.com. Totally not a leaking situation or anything.
Mhm.
Right.
Totally not. The internet
So-
is totally good at everything and would not dare to do something that bad to screw over the creator.
And they're
And-
totally full of mature people.
Gooseworks does
Definitely
not
not.
want to attack with a flashlight.
Definitely not any rage baiters or drama baiters out there. Just like there is no spoon. There's no war in Ba Sing Se. Do you see war in Ba Sing Se? I don't see any war. Who's that? I don't know her.
This is
So,
Any
yeah.
war. I don't know you.
So yeah, it's just and I also like to bring this up to another sort of hate relationship here between our dear friend Zubul and our dear host Kane,
Mhm.
and just how
Yeah.
much vitriol Kane just has over them. And it's like, yeah, it's just not a good look for you, man. I know you're AI, but still, it's like, come on.
Yeah,
I mean,
now we know that.
It's kind of weird. As much as
On the
Kane like
surface.
fits how you'd think an AI would misinterpret things or fail to work with things, it's kind of like, well, heck, we were having a talk about satire at the beginning of this and how like stuff that fits the world it's in while making a lot of good statements in general is better than something that just like takes these wide and obvious swings that are obviously meant to be talking about a completely different context. Yeah, Kane, the same goes honestly for certain characters, like what neurodivergent characters that are meant to be that. You get like The Good Doctor, one of the most hated shows of all time, and just coded characters like Mr. Spock, some of the best and most loved of all time. And Kane, like, all he really has to do is be what you'd think an AI would be, and he's a weirdly well-coded character for a guy who just doesn't get it and is trying his heart out and keeps getting, in fact, not unlike Zubul and her manic, heck, everything I just said, Zubul and her manic episodes, for example. In a way, Kane is trying his hardest insofar as he understands, and he keeps like running himself face first into hurt for it because people's reaction, like all they understand is that he, like, they're not communicating. He doesn't quite get it. He's annoying them, and when he's like, trying his heart out to like every drop of entertainment he can squeeze out of that program personality of his, and it gets the same vitriol back, it seems like it hurts him. Like if there's a reason to be sympathize with if there's a reason to sympathize with Gangle or Ragatha and not him, it seems like his bottom line doesn't quite so much include whether these people are okay, and also that he's not actually alive, but that's a whole different can of worms.
Yeah.
The interesting thing is that a lot of people have, like, talked about Kane being like a potentially neurodivergent coded character, and I think that's a kind of interesting way to look at it.
Right? I mean, it comes across like he's honestly trying to speak their language. He's just not wired the same way. And I guess, heck, you don't even have to take it so far as that he doesn't care. Like some people are, just the way they see the world and the way they've been brought along to see the world and how they haven't had their needs met enough to where they can grow to that point. Some people, it's not so much that they don't care as that they just plain haven't realized yet that they should, or haven't had that they should communicated to them in a language they truly understand.
Yeah.
Boy, in fact, I probably should not say the first example that comes to mind in real life, so moving on.
Honestly,
By
I
which
feel
I
like
don't mean
Kane is a
anyone I
really.
know, by which I mean a rather disturbing celebrity, quote unquote. But that aside,
Oh.
yeah. I don't know. It's kind of like you see, and well, knowing where they're going with Kane, like seeing how he's along at this point, it's kind of, yeah, there's a lot to break apart about his journey there, and he is he could be, or at least he can be taken as a pretty good analogy for some things.
He definitely can be. He's a very interesting, complex character, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. No one can take that away from Kane. No one can.
Really. And in fact, it's not. I'm like, I do sort of relate to him sometimes. If nothing else, just because on its face, like when I'm in public or when I'm in my working clothes, that sort of strutting, showy personality is what I go with a lot. And hey, I mean, like, you look at the reactions they have to get. It seems like we're zeroing in on the moments where they push back against him, but yeah, basically, well, especially early on, it's implied that they mostly go with it, and we saw them do so early on. That it's I don't know, they have to spend a lot of time with him before it, I guess, starts to break down. But yeah, what I'm saying is, like, the way he is, if it was just his job, if they came to him because, like, hey, we heard there's a circus here, how he does things would probably be fine, except for the fact that he doesn't entirely understand what humans enjoy. And yeah, I guess what I'm chasing around in circles is yeah, it's easy to be a show person host, but the few times where people can't cut you any slack and push back, that can also hurt.
Yeah, and I feel like I've also like put up like a show person kind of personality because I like got fucking hit with so many identity crises when I was 16 that now that I actually know who I am, I've realized that my personality can be very similar to Kane sometimes when it comes to the sort of show person-y personality. And I feel like a lot of people find that very annoying.
Yeah. Okay, so Kane is definitely someone who overachieves as far as getting you to relate to him.
Yeah, true.
Am I wrong for liking Kane?
No,
Not really. There are
no.
things to like. I mean,
Yeah.
his intentions are ostensibly innocent. He is a fun-loving guy, which, I mean, it's hard to totally hate that. A lot of what he thinks is fun, I mean, he's not entirely wrong. But I mean, yeah, you have to live with him, which is where that can, I guess, break down a bit.
You gotta live with him constantly being, well, Kane.
Yeah, he doesn't really have an off mode because he's an AI. It's the only mode he's got.
So he can just, spin around in circles and do his own thing and everybody's suffering.
Yeah.
I found my Sunday dress.
In other news, how about Kinger having a follow-up to his golden moment in episode 3?
We love Kinger in this household. We love Kinger in this household.
Another absolutely touching, empathetic, a moment of emotional depth.
It also proves that Ragatha showed up. Ragatha showed up like right after Kinger did, which is interesting because Ragatha's been with Kinger for a long time, and she somehow didn't know about the fucking light thing, and only Pomni did, which is kind of strange.
Yeah. Well, in other words, yeah. If you don't realize that, they're going to count on you to remember that when they
Mm-hmm.
Expound a bit more.
When they expound a bit
okay, so you
more.
are going to hint that. Okay. I was holding my tongue about that because I'm to the scene, and I'm just like,
Well, let's just not go any further there
Let's
because
just not
any
go
more
any
would
further.
probably be some
Yeah.
kind of a spoiler.
yeah.
But to go back to my thoughts, King, I feel like the best way to describe him is by how like a character is described in like the Legend of Korra series, how Varric, and Julie once described Varric as like the thing with him is like, yeah, he's a buffoon and all that, but like there's that one moment every like hour a day where he is the most brilliant person in the world. Describing Varric, and that's how I feel like that's what I feel like King is right now. Like he's mostly sort of insane and not there, but like when he locks in occasionally, like he locks in.
He locks the fucking
Really?
he's speedrunning being a good supportive person.
Yeah, well, he was in
90%
the like.
speedrun.
He said last time it was while he was in the dark, and he was for a while. Pomni, and Jax were throwing down in there, and then when he gets teleported to the loser corner, that's also in a dark room. So I don't know. I guess they're being consistent there. That his mind has time to settle that way, and the zone he needs to be in to be like that. Which
He needs to be in darkness.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like we talk all the time about relating to flaws, relating to angst. King, or rather, is kind of relatable, but in a bit of a different way. Like I mean, credit to him. I don't feel like many characters do this for me. He kind of gives me flashbacks to my most lucid moments, to where like, I felt like I was on the emotional wavelength of a moment, and I was pretty proud of like what I was able to say in that context to help somebody and to I guess be the person they needed in that moment.
Making a little butterfly.
I mean, that's like
Making a little butterfly.
Yeah, I guess that's the trick of Xeroxing it down to sort of an analogy and not like literal everything that goes into that moment. Like Kinger is kind of a character who, I mean, he's not trying to be anything. He's just vibing until the moment comes along. And I mean, a lot of the time, that's how it is. Like you don't get up and eat breakfast and go to work as acting like the person that somebody going through real emotional turmoil is going to need in 2 hours and 43 minutes. But like,
True.
when that comes out, when you realize that like those types of emotions and that level of empathy is a part of you, it's a delicate feeling, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
As delicate as a
So
butterfly.
I mean, it's he almost works better because he has that crazy sort of energetic and enthusiasm and not entirely coherent mode that is his default state.
Yeah. I actually totally agree with that.
And even that mode has its charm, like after he loses because he tags himself out with his awesome ricochet move. He teleports to the loser zone going, whoa, what a game. Who knew Pomni could shoot like that? And even though we lost, we gave it our all.
Yeah. It's actually so nice. Like I just love the fact that even though he's like been suffering longer than anyone there, he's still the nicest, most positive person ever, even when he's not fully there mentally. He always just tries his best to be, his best. I find that admiring in a character.
Here. Well, I mean, on the flip side, like, there's also Zubul, and we haven't even stopped talking about the highlight character moments there. Like, does anyone else feel like they know a Zubul or have known a Zubul?
I feel like I've known a couple.
Right.
It could be a bit hard. I mean, I technically found like a young college boy who seems a bit Zubalish for me, but yeah.
Well, just like a tattoo artist bartender who like clearly is on the counterculture-ish side of life and society, and who probably stands out a little bit, whether they want to or not, just like considers, what's the word? Nonconformist, just like the default, just the zone that they're comfortable in. So yeah, is rough around the edges. It doesn't hesitate to get grumpy or dig their heels in or curse someone out, but like also does have a lived sort of wisdom, also, does realize when they're dealing with someone who also has those types of heartaches, who really is trying and therefore is kind of exactly the person Gangle needs. Like it's not just that they go together, even though they do, and it's precious, and heck, I ship it. But yeah, also that, Zubal is kind of the one who's toughened and calloused and yet empathetic and learned enough and to, say the things that Gangle needs to hear. So it's like, in her own way, she's kind of a very sweet character when they want to go there.
Absolutely. Again, this episode just shows how extremely like nuanced each character really is.
I mean, holy heck, is that great advice? You deserve better than to be thinking about someone who you're afraid of when they're not even here.
Absolutely. Trust me, I've definitely had that incident before where I'm just like panicking about people and they're just like, they're not even in the room. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm. It's like, holy. That's the kind of friend you're glad is there.
Absolutely. I honestly feel like each character really does have their chance to shine here, and I feel like it was definitely done intentionally to just be like, a great way for not only that, but also the Character Awards, which was an actual real website the Gooseworks set up for people to vote for what character they thought was their favorite, that ended up having a really funny yet interesting system. It ended up being a semi-ARG, where every time anyone would try to vote for anyone that wasn't Kane would like force their vote back to Kane. And there was like people doing like speedruns trying to like, vote for the other characters, but they kept getting Kane over and over again. And it was kind of interesting foreshadowing for what was going to happen in the episode.
You're here.
So that's basically what happened. They probably took the real results from that poll. Meanwhile, the audience was just getting what the Kane reality he wanted.
Exactly. Like people kept voting on the poll for their favorite characters, and then Kane would force it back to him every time. And people were like doing speedruns on the website, getting like frustrated of like, I keep trying to vote for Pomni, and then Kane keeps getting mad at me and forcing the vote back to Kane.
So you almost wonder if Kane, like his plan the whole time was what happened, and then when he realized it bombed, his out was, oops, I misread it. I meant Ming.
This is way out when he realized that, oh, fuck, my little system on the website didn't work. Because here's the thing. People did find ways to hijack the website and vote for other characters that weren't Kane. So I think that was a straight-up reference to that Kane's plan fucking failed, and people were able to vote for the other characters on the website.
Gotcha.
So that was like his last minute plan when he realized, oh no, they can vote for other people on the website. What should I do now? I'll just bring the gimmick character. Sounds like him.
Yeah. Actually, while we're on that one, Gangle 2, I think one of my all-time favorite Gangle moments is just firing that Tommy gun and not even like particularly playing the game well because she doesn't hit anything, but it's just like, I don't know. I've so many moments like that where, unathletic people, but just with a certain amount of momentum where you can't do anything but be like, oh, you'd better get out of the way.
Oh my god, I love that. It felt like Gangle finally being free from Jax in a way of just like going ham with that.
Yeah, and then when she face plants and realizes that no, her happy mask isn't broken, like that's I mean, I don't know whether to be sad about the next moment or not, and honestly, where Pomni beats her by split second and does break the happy mask, but then the fact that the tragic one is smiling too, it's like I ostensibly I'll say it's like Gangle went out having a great time and it was luck of the draw as much as it was anything else that she did lose.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, yeah.
Like,
Imagine an alternate reality where Gangle wins.
would have been fun. I mean, like, you know, honestly, like I try not to think too hard about how, like, you know, it crosses my mind in the scene where she and Zubul are bonding and like, now let's go kill Pomni and Jax. Now, like, that would have been this absolute lovers triumph together if they'd won. But I mean, it's I don't think that's what you're supposed to take from this episode, and I don't think it's really a bad thing that it's not. So I can put that one out of mind. Especially since when Zubul winds up there, she finds that Ragatha and Gangle and Kinger have been playing draw cat whiskers on Gangle, and it's all cute.
Cat. I mean, honestly, if I was trapped in a loser dimension, I would also do silly things like that. I would draw little cat whiskers on people. Way to pass the time. I honestly just think that they pulled this entire episode off so well, man.
I couldn't believe the Max's like kind of introspective moment there. And
which one?
Jax's like introspective moment where he kind of talks about the kind of character he is. Like he really does. This is the most self-aware. It's wow. This was a very raw self-aware thing. I mean, the very raw self-aware thing that Jax was doing. I was like, wow.
Like letting Pomni in on how he copes with this.
Yeah,
pretty much, and it confirms everything we kind of already know. But it's actually kind of refreshing hearing it from Jax himself. So I'm like, okay, he is self-aware. He is self-aware about this. All right, I had a feeling he kind of was. But that's interesting. Like, okay, so you admit. Well, or like, so you admit pretty much you're an a-hole.
Without exactly.
And that's the first step to recovery, or saying exactly the way he is. And I wasn't, even though I will admit, only a little bit of disappointment. Pomni didn't shoot at Jax because I would have done that in a few minutes. But that's just me.
I would have also done it in a few minutes. To be honest,
that did feel like it would be giving him what he wanted. Like, if nothing else, giving him an out. And Pomni knew that. And maybe she knew that even a little too well, because like she
wanted him to suffer.
Right,
like, when she realizes how hard he's pulling back, like I don't know, like going through most of it, it seems like, all right, I'm not going to push for anything too hard. Maybe I'll give him little nudges like, yeah, we're friends, we're having fun, like stay on that wavelength. But yeah, she was willing to let him shove her away when she hugged him. Right. But then when like he starts actively denying that they're friends and they just had a great time together,
right?
Then she's like doubling and tripling down. Like, no, I see you behind the mask there, trying not to piss me off or trying not to hurt me. No, you can't deny. Like
and that was
not just refusing to let him pull away. She's like actively digging for something.
And that was such a power move. That was an underrated power move on Pomni's part to kind of double down on. And that was something I think that totally disarmed Jax too. It's the real kind of kill him with kindness in a way, you know. I would have expected something like that from Ragatha, but from Pomni, however, that was definitely something. And the fact that she doubled down with it and it kind of disarmed Jax with that kind of thing. But there was a moment. It was like, I guess this is the part of a betrayal, and I was like, here we go. And then there was that 1 minute where he's like, what? And I was like, wait a minute, hold on. And that was, and it's such a small moment, but that pretty much shifted. But that was a big giant shift, and it's really, I don't know if this is I don't know if one could say subversion, but I'm probably saying it the wrong. I was probably saying the wrong term for it. But it's interesting how Jax, in that moment, Jax was actually surprised of it, and that maybe Pomni would turn around and actually shoot him. But then all of a sudden he goes right back in. The mask is on. He's like, okay, go ahead, shoot me. Go ahead, betray me. Go ahead, betray me. But now thinking of it again, I'm like, wait. He's coping. This is something that's been done to him before, or he's done it in turn and everything. And this is also what I love about it. Pomni, as much as Jax is being an ass, and I'm thinking, and as much as it would be easy to just shoot him and get it over with, but that's the thing. That's what he wants. Pomni is denying him that, and ultimately she's getting one on him because she's not giving him what he wants. And you know what? Go Pomni.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the suffering. Hit him where it hurts. That is the suffering. That's the suffering for Jax that I like it. And I liked it better than putting him in the maid outfit and having him cannibalize himself. This is the suffering that is more delicious.
This is the suffering that's more delicious.
This is the suffering that is more delicious.
Yes.
Well, and suffering I'm still curious about is him looking at the doors of the people who abstracted, I think it was implied that he even spent some time around. Yeah, I mean, well, okay, full disclosure, I'm totally going back through this and now more actively picking up on all the hints they're dropping there. Like when they asked Jax about having friends, and Ragatha's like, oh, not anymore, he doesn't. Because I mean, they actively implied there was a buddy thing with him and Cosmo the clown, but then he, while he's sitting alone watching Pomni run off, he looks at Cosmo's door and he has a very oh yeah, that was a thing, all right, kind of look, and then he looks at another door and his expression changes even harder, and then Ragatha going on about how she failed Jax, Jax was more open to her at first. There are clearly a lot of emotions going on inside Jax.
There clearly is.
And I mean, I don't even know. Heck, I've seen every episode there is to see so far. And
yeah.
I don't know if I've seen everything there is to see yet.
We'll have to see, because on June 4th, I'm going to be able to see the movie.
Really?
Which movie?
Going to be able to see the final episode in theaters on June 4th.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've already gotten a ticket to see it with the person that got me into Digital Circus on June 10th.
That's so cool.
Right? Looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to talking to you about it too.
Nice.
Well, you're seeing it way more on the ball than I am, though. I might have to. It's going to be a whole week.
Don't worry, I'll be quiet until you watch it. Don't worry.
Oh, you're too kind.
Let's go. Thank you. I am very excited to see it.
All right, but I guess with might as well be wrapping up. Any other closing thoughts in this episode?
For everything I just praised, the moment that is my everything is still Jackson Pomni trolling Zubul.
Let's go.
Daisy,
Daisy,
What the
Daisy,
hell was
give me
that?
Give me your
answer
answer,
to.
do.
What the
Shut
hell
up.
was that about? What the hell was that about?
Well, how Zubul said earlier that if Kane comes looking for Zubul in the room and she doesn't say anything, then Kane starts singing Daisy Bell. Jax remembered that and decided to cash in on that.
All for
And
the
Pomni was
love
there for
of
that too,
you.
so she took him up on it, which was like, oh, that is such a perfect moment of evil.
It may be a stylish marriage. I can't afford a carriage.
but you'll meet upon the
seat of a bicycle
for two.
Yeah. I literally have that memorized.
Something my grandparents used to sing that to me. Some things in life are just perfect.
Which makes me hope
Exactly.
that we'll have another good song sequence in the finale.
Oh,
Well,
true.
Harmonization, always good.
Right? She and Jax actually sounded not bad together.
Yeah.
But
All
yeah,
for the love of you.
I think since this series is more about characters and like the main plot, like I feel like as more and more times the ball gets rolling and we sort of like the episodes get more interesting because they're more developed characters at this point playing off each other. So I feel it's like a snowball effect. And so I feel like this episode seems to be like the favorite of for a while, even before I started watching this, I know this episode was basically a fan favorite going so far.
This episode is 100% a fan favorite. Like, people absolutely love this one. You do not want to know how many videos there were made of people, like, making different parodies of Jax's Crash Out. Like, my personal favorite being Jax's Crash Out if Jax was British.
Yeah. And that's a good point, though. I think this episode is official. I say it's my favorite, and I think that is largely because it's the point where that it tipped over the line of all of these characters, like, really winning me over and finding these moments where they like played off each other so well and made us feel their pain and their joy and their everything so well. It feels like cashing in the chips that they've built up in so many ways so far. And actually, it's even kind of elevated all the other ones for me because it really has been a little bit better the second time going back and taking in like how they got to this point and the points we're going to see them at.
Yeah, true.
My other favorite episode is 8 and not 7 so far, which is curious because, obviously 7 is after this point. And I mean, I don't have a least favorite episode. 7 probably wouldn't be the contender if I did, but it's something else is what I'll say for now.
Is that the beach episode?
Not exactly.
Not yet. Ooh.
Because I keep hearing about beach episode and we're getting down to episodes.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I suppose that's the one they're referring to, or at least I think. I'm trying to remember, but I don't know if that's the way to describe it.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's the title of the episode.
Okay, so that is what they're referring to. That said, there's a reason I forgot that.
There is a reason that has been forgotten out of the second opinion's memory.
Well, yes, that's what I said.
Yes, exactly. I'm supporting the logic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess until next time, see y'all.
Oh, and a little note. It's past midnight.
Yep, that's what I was trying to rush.
Happy Pride!
Happy Pride! Let's go!
Oh, that one. Happy
Pride
Pride, everybody.
My first month is trans. Let's go!
We're not anyway underneath any sort of constructural right in order to celebrate Pride. So trust us when we say we support Pride. We're not like those turncoats.
We support Pride in this house.
This is my first Pride Open as trans, by the way, so I'm really excited.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
We support Pride in this house.
Yeah.
That includes DC and me, the obligatory cis white straight guys.
Let's go.
Yeah. Absolutely. So happy Pride! Woohoo!
Happy Pride. Let's go.
Yeah. And actually, happy Pride on top of amazing digital circus where they all get guns. So shoot your guns in the air for Pride, yo.
Yes.
But yeah, I think I mentioned, can't remember if I brought it up in actual recording up, but yeah, someone on the team is definitely in a gun fetish because they were very, very specific models throughout they were going through. It wasn't just generic like
Yeah, you know,
Fortnite. They were not Fortniting it up. Like they got very specific models of like many different. Like they think of what 5, 6 different like companies of like revolvers.
Yep.
They're going through.
That revolver that Pomni had looked awfully nice and detailed and shiny and chrome.
Yeah, I think that main one. Because I didn't want to pause the stream to look. I think it was a python, a Colt python. Just known as a beautiful one. But I didn't pause it because it could have been a model of Smith and Wesson. I know, like I did see the Choppa Rhino, which is like the one he killed. Did the final blow on Agatha.
Yep.
Agatha. And then I've seen very briefly a Ruger revolver, another Smith & Wesson revolver, Magnum Research revolver. I think I've seen 2 different 5.7 pistols. I think the F&N one, and then a Smith & Wesson one. Then obviously the Tommy gun, which is for the...
That's so fun. That was so fun seeing.
Okay, so they only did their research so much on this one.
Yeah.
A little bit of one thing I love. I'm sorry, I forgot who's the one with the masks. I forgot.
Gangle.
Yeah. I made all the fun. I made all the real a nice little fun thing was having Gangle have some unhinged fun with guns too. I was like,
yeah,
you know what? I was like, let her go crazy for all the crap that she's been going through. It was like, come on, I was like, yes, let it fill you.
Like Zubal's like fist pump, like yeah, go girl,
go girl.
Let's go, girl. Let's go, girl.
I was like, yes, let the madness fill you.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Hey. Well, heck, even her saying that's what she wanted, specifically saying she wanted to laugh maniacally while firing a Tommy gun. Like,
let's go.
And you know what? It's beautiful. It's nice to have dreams, even if they're as small as laughing maniacally with a Tommy gun.
Exactly.
You see, that's what some folks call therapy.
Therapy.
Bada boom.
Mm-hmm. The most American episode of Digital Circus.
The most American episode.
Not American.
Gooseworks is American.
No, Wolfie, it's not American. It's American.
It's American. Fuck yeah.
It actually does remind me of sort of a funny juxtaposition I've seen. Like on my Memorial Day travel, I went up to visit some Chicago area theme parks. And one that I just briefly visited was like a family park. It was called Santa's Village. Christmas themed, like
I see.
But right built in next to it is like a giant paintball field, like literally integrated with it. Like this is a weird juxtaposition, but I'm all for it.
Let's go.
Nice.
Like literally sharing a building, which apparently was apparently an ice rink that's in the center of it all.
An interesting combination.
Very true. Very true.
Very true.
I guess see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy Pride to those who
Happy Pride
celebrate.
Month. Let's go.